In this video, I'm going to be discussing Season 7 of The Walking Dead. Now, Season 7 is definitely not my favorite season. It's probably my least favorite season. And that being, I found there were too many bottle episodes. So basically, when an episode is strictly on one character, for example, the Tara episode, not a lot of people like that episode. I didn't mind the episode, but it was definitely probably the worst one. Sorry, the second worst one. Because the worst episode of the entire season was the first episode, the premiere. As I had mentioned in the Season 6 discussion video, I thought they should have killed Abraham off in the finale of Season 6, leaving us with him dead in the premiere of Season 7, and then when Glenn died, we would have been like, what the shit? Why did he just kill another person? So I think that would have made it a lot better. And then in the first episode, when we see Rick going through the fog and we see him reacting to someone who's died, we can't connect with him. We don't know who died. So I didn't get emotional at all up until he actually killed Abraham and Glenn. But before that, it was like, why are you crying? We don't understand. Honestly, I think what they should have done was Season 6, kill Abraham. Season 7 premiere, right away, get into it. Kill Glenn. Because I found they waited really long to get to that point as well. They basically went through half the episode, more than half the episode, until we got to the point where Abraham and Glenn died. So I think they should have killed them right away. Then bring Rick into the van with Negan, have that whole moment with them. Negan tells Rick that he's his little bitch now, and then, come back to it, but they just did it backwards. So that's probably why it was my least favorite episode. The first half of the season was very draggy. Because we had so many bottle episodes, it just felt like it was going on and on and on. Like the Tara episode, honestly, we could have gotten through that in half an episode and then split one episode with the other and mix them up. But they kind of just gave us an entire episode with Tara. I like Tara, she's awesome, but that was a long time to stay on Tara. There were two episodes that I really enjoyed out of this whole season, and that was Episode 2, The Well. I think it was good to have something like that come after the season premiere with two major deaths. So it was nice to kind of bring things down and see Carol, that she's okay, thank God. And then meet the king, who has a tiger. And I think King Ezekiel has become one of my favorite characters now. Him and Carol are pretty badass. I still ship Daryl and Carol, but if there's something between Ezekiel and Carol, I wouldn't be mad. I like how the king speaks in all these different metaphors, and then finally at the end of the episode, when it's just Carol and him, he's like a normal person. He's like, this is me. This is what I've been through and where I've gone. And I am not bullshitting you now. So it was really cool to see that he opened up to Carol like that. And then Carol's like, I don't care. I mean, I feel like she does care a little bit near the end of the season about him, but at that point in time, she's like, I just want to be alone and go and hide. And thank God he gave her somewheres to go where she can leave, but not leave. So I thought that was really cute that he, tried to help her that way. The other episode I absolutely loved out of this season was the finale. It was the best finale that they've ever had. I was on the edge of my seat during that last little bit of scenes where Carl is about to get his hand cut off, Rick is on the ground, everyone's taken down by the trash people and Negan's group, and then all of a sudden the king comes in and saves the day, and Maggie comes in and also saves the day, and then everyone joins together and fights, and I cried quite a bit during that part because I'm like, they're back. The group is back together. The music for that scene as well, it was so beautiful. Bear basically took every single theme from the different groups and mixed them together. So we first have the Kingdom's theme coming in as they're saving Rick and them, and then when Maggie comes in, you have the banjo come in, and I was emotional because of that. So like just the way he mixed everything together made it so perfect. When everything's going on and Negan's hiding and trying to get away from everyone attacking him, my favorite line that he says is when he sees Maggie and yells, "That widow's alive, guns a-blazing!" That is probably my favorite line out of all of his dialogue. Like, it is so good. I really enjoy Negan's lines. Like, he has some pretty fantastic lines. Sometimes it could be a bit much, but I do enjoy most of them. So in all, this season was really weird. It had the worst season premiere, in my opinion, and the best season finale. It had way too many bottle episodes, although I will take a bottle episode of Carol any day. And it just didn't feel like The Walking Dead. It kind of felt like a different show in the beginning. But then in the end, they came back. Like, they really changed the pace of the show in the second half of the season. First half, didn't feel like Walking Dead, felt a little weird. Second half, it definitely felt more like The Walking Dead. So hopefully season 8 will be like The Walking Dead again, and it will bring everyone together to fight against Negan, and hopefully we win. Because if we don't, it'll be a little weird and the show will get dark. So those are some of my thoughts on season 7 of The Walking Dead. I think that we should have gotten a little more Carol this season. We only saw her like in 5 episodes, maybe 4. But hopefully in season 8 we get a ton of Carol because I missed seeing her on my screen. Let me know what you guys thought of season 7. If you thought it kind of didn't feel like The Walking Dead, or if you really liked the way it was going. And let me know what you thought of the premiere of season 7, because I'm actually really curious to see what people thought.